Hey guys, I'm Sasha and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I make these types of videos to bring you guys comfort, love, self-improvement, and anything related to becoming the best version of yourself. And in this video, I want to teach you how to allow healthy love to come into your life, how to break toxic cycles with other people, and give yourself a chance to feel happy within your own skin and with other people. So first I want to say that it is not easy letting go of toxic people, whether it is toxic friends or toxic relationships or just people who leave you weighing down. Because what happens is our brains are actually wired to search for comfort. They're not wired to search for happiness, for joy, for love, because everyone's perceptions of these things are so different depending on how we were raised, where we grew up, what type of environment we're from. It's very, very subjective and individual. So if you grew up around people who were constantly inconsistent with you, who weren't very nurturing, who weren't very loving, or did not show up in the way that you wanted them to show up, you are going to have a skewed perception of what love means. So when you're a teenager or when you grow up, you search for these things in other people. You search for these traits in other people because it is all you've known and it is comfortable to you. And I want you to understand that just because something is comfortable and just because it is familiar doesn't mean it is healthy, doesn't mean it is good for you. So if you are dealing with people in your life right now who are not making you happy, who every time you talk to them you question and you're always walking on eggshells, you're always confused where they stand, where you stand, I want you to understand you have to be brave enough to walk away. Don't be afraid of losing people, be afraid of losing yourself. Because the hardest thing that you can do is lose yourself. People are so temporary. They are so temporary. People come and go like this. Sometimes people stick around for years, sometimes people stick around for months. Regardless of what it is, people come and go in our lives. And I truly believe that everyone who you've ever come across, anyone who's ever talked to you, anyone who's ever gotten to be your friend or gotten to be your partner in a relationship, they are there to teach you something for a temporary period of time. I truly believe we have like souls contracts with other people, like you exchange lessons, you exchange emotions, and then you have to be okay with letting them go. But letting go of people who are toxic when your brain feels comfortable in that can be very, very difficult. First, you have to look into yourself. Are you with this person because of what they're giving you? Or are you with this person because of how much love you have to give? Sometimes we forget that when someone leaves our lives who was toxic or rude or manipulative, we have this tendency to miss them. And that is completely normal because you're human and you miss. But are you missing them because of how much love they gave you, which might have been none? Or are you missing them because you lost a part of yourself? Because you spent so much time, so much energy, months, years, however long it is, regardless of your situation, you took time to give love to this person. And I want you to recognize that it is never a waste to love anyone, because it is a reflection of how beautiful, strong, and kind your heart is, which is something you should never lose. No matter who hurts you, you should never lose that trait. Loving people is never a waste. But it is sort of what you have to understand is that you have lost a part of yourself, in a sense. When someone leaves, or when you end things with someone who was really hurtful towards you, you lose a part of yourself. And that's completely normal to miss. It's completely normal to think about on the good times. But I want you to realize that their behaviors are not good. And them not showing up for you, them being inconsistent with you, them being rude to you, manipulating you is very unhealthy. And it is a complete reflection of their inner work that they need to do, their healing that they need to do, and not a reflection of you. You are a loving, kind, compassionate soul. And take these words from me, that there is someone out there, there's 7 billion people on the planet, there is someone out there who you will come across, who will adore you, who will love you so, so much, who will love every single one of your flaws, every single one of your imperfections, who will not leave when things get hard, who will be your biggest supporter, who will encourage you, motivate you, because that is what a healthy relationship is all about. It is all about growing together. It is not about being super attached or codependent, but it is about exchanging love with one another. And that is exactly who you will find, and that person will come into your life, and you will realize why it never worked with all these other people. Our brains do get attached to toxic patterns because it starts to get comfortable, and we like the rush of someone being hot and cold and inconsistent. But you have to be strong enough, and you have to say, I choose myself. I will always choose myself. And if this is no longer serving me, I'm going to walk away into places where I am appreciated, because people will appreciate you. People will respect you. And how one person or two people or whoever in the past mistreated you does not make you an unlovable person. It does not make you someone who is hard to love. It does not make you someone who doesn't deserve love. In fact, it just shows that they themselves have things that they need to work on, and you yourself have things that you need to work on. But right now, the best thing that you can do is walk away. Walk away, honey, and be done. Believe me, it will be the best decision you make, because here's the other thing. When you are stuck with someone, they have this sense of control over you, and they feel like they can just control you and manipulate you because you're there. If you teach someone that you're always going to be there, no matter their disrespect, and I'm not limiting this to just relationships, I'm also talking about friendships. If you are always showing people that I'm always here, you can disrespect me, you can lie to me, you can use me, you can not show up for me, but I'll always be here for you, just because I have love for you and I'll always be here for you. You're teaching people, okay, disrespect me. It's okay to disrespect me. It's okay to be rude to me because I'll always be here, is what you're showing them. People love to take advantage of kind people with no boundaries. There's this misconception where you have to be a mean person to have boundaries, which is completely wrong. You should never do that. Being a kind person is a beautiful trait that you can completely have. You can still continue to being a sweet person. You just have to set firm boundaries and stop the people pleasing, because all these toxic people, they're like leeches. They feed off of this type of energy. They love your good energy. When you walk around and you're carrying vibrant kindness, you're giving people advice, you're loving people, they like to take that away from you, and you cannot let them do that. Also, people will treat you like you are their puppet. Believe me, like I said earlier, complete crave for control over you, which is completely wrong. You need to take the steps and decide, I am done letting people use me. I am done letting people think that they have power over me. I am done letting people use me, control me, manipulate me. I have had enough. And sometimes you have to have the moment where you tell yourself, I have had enough, and just walk away and never look back. So let's rewire the way we think. We are no longer going to allow people who are manipulative, toxic, narcissistic, and rude to take control of you ever again. You're never going to let these people, first of all, even enter your life, because we're going to get very strict about who is allowed to come into our life. Friends, relationships, get firm on those boundaries. Who do you want in your life? Make a list of the things and the traits that you actually want in a person, because I know it's not toxicity, and I know it's not someone who's rude, and I know it's not someone who's inconsistent. Everyone deserves healthy love, and you deserve good things. You deserve someone who cares. You deserve someone who brings you flowers. You deserve someone who showers you with love. You deserve friends who listen to you, because you do this for other people, and it will come back to you multiplied. You will find the right people that are meant exactly for you, and then you're going to look back and you're going to say, I am so proud of myself for walking away from what no longer served me, because now I have good connections and now I have good people. Now I walk into rooms where I am appreciated and I am loved. And here's the thing, literally make a list, even if you have to, of things that you want in a person. Someone who's kind, someone who's gentle, someone who's understanding. And if you embody those things, like if you are a kind soul, if you are there for other people, you are caring, you will attract exactly that, okay? And you will stop attracting people who are toxic, because now you have boundaries. Now you're firm on what you want. You don't allow everyone and everything. because you can't let everyone into your life. That's just it, bottom line. Some people are very toxic and they like to just feed off of you, and we're not doing that anymore. Okay, this is a new year. It's time to get really serious about what type of people you want, what type of circle you want to have, what type of friendships and relationships that you want to hold in your life, because you are a valuable person and you have to treat yourself as such. It doesn't mean you have to have this big ego where you think you're better, because obviously not. We're all on the same level, but you have to hold yourself as a valuable person on the inside. You don't have to constantly say that, but to yourself, you should consider yourself a very valuable human being, because you are extremely, extremely loved and extremely valued and appreciated. And you will find exactly what's meant for you. The right people will walk right into your life. So please, stop letting people manipulate you. Stop letting people think that they have power over you, because they don't. Own yourself. Love yourself. The more time you spend with yourself, the more time you spend doing things you love, taking care of yourself, pursuing your hobbies, pursuing your goals, you'll realize, wow, I'm really there for myself. So from now on, I'm only letting people into my life who are also going to show up exactly the way that I show up for other people. I hope that this video was able to motivate you guys a little bit to recognize your self-worth, to recognize that you are loved and that you are appreciated. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.